Good afternoon and welcome to WWoCX. Thanks for letting us have a bit of a break.
Nice little hiatus.
Yes.
Mid-season.
End
post-season.
We're post-season or
Post-season.
during season, so it's good to be back. So hopefully you enjoy the show. We're probably a little rusty and a little dusty. Had a bit of a good ride this morning. So on that, what have you been up to?
I had a couple of weeks off. Had forced a couple of weeks off. Let's just say I've just limited the junior development team to just strictly two.
So
thanks to the fine doctors.
Yes.
There'll be no more.
There'll be no
junior
more.
Development.
Not for you.
No. So
maybe Erin. It's like my wife's looking for her second husband. So yeah, maybe if she wants to go down that path, good on her. So hello to Gary Milburn, who's watching over in the East Coast.
Welcome.
So welcome to our
what have you been
show.
doing?
What have I been doing? I've been doing absolutely nothing. I've been putting all my energy focusing on growing the beard. Yep. The bed magnet's been pretty strong lately.
Yes.
The Doona's been weighing like a ton on me. As soon as that alarm goes off at 4 o'clock, I go back to bed.
Yeah, I've had a few mornings like that too. It's tough to keep motivated, especially after a little bit of time off as well. You're like, well, it's kind of nice sleeping in the morning and, not being up at the crack of dawn.
No, but the sun's up really early now, so you don't even have to put your lights on for very long anyway.
Yeah.
And then we did the Beverly Heroic Twilight Cyclocross out of Beverly. So thanks to the good folk at the Beverly Lawn Tennis Association, sister club to Wimbledon Lawn Tennis Association.
Funnily enough.
Not at all.
No.
Just happenstance. So we're out there. It was a wicked course. We did the South Equator Single Speed Championships, and that was won. I think I came out of the medals. Which is not unusual. So thanks to Brad for letting us use the old city, and then James McVeigh took the chocolates there,
nice.
And Kate Swain won the ladies version of the South Equator Single Speed Championship. So next year we'll be doing it again on Saturday night. Good excuse to head to Beverly and smash a Parmigiana, and they do have a Parmigiana Mexicana.
Mexicana.
It is pretty good. So arriba to the upper pub at Beverly, and also to the lower, because we did the Freemasons as well. But the upper's Mexicana is pretty good. But the one at York's 40 minutes away is pretty good. So anyway, that's what I've been up to. And so on tonight's show, we're going to be talking a little about cross, a bit of a wrap for what's been happening around the world, especially in the DVV trophy, the Super Prestige, and also the UCI, the Telenet UCI World Cup. There's been 3 races, and we've got the 4th coming up next Saturday. We've also got something else coming up next Saturday.
Much more exciting, much bigger.
Bit later. But we will go into Crosswatch. So as we've been hanging out for Van Aert to get back on the bike and tread the board, so to speak, in whatever we do in cyclocross.
Yep.
Yeah. Mount, dismount,
overhead, boards.
Do that. Last show we hoping that he'd be back for the end of the season or end of this year.
Yep.
So during that really crazy Christmas period, but look, if he starts,
it'll be interesting to see if he does start. I think he's back on the bike. It's been a big recovery. I personally don't think we'll see him race this season. I think he'll savour himself instead of coming back and finishing mid-pack. I think he's going to hold out and probably start next season.
He might do some of those local Belgium cyclocross ones rather than go full on into the
World Cup, the
big one.
Prestige.
Unlike Van der Poel, who didn't have the best World
Championship road World Championships.
That extra 20 or 30 Ks.
Devastating. I think it's seriously one of the most disappointing, but devastating races I've watched. It's like, what happened? What happened?
No, he didn't win.
No.
He just blew up. He did his... It's not like when he did the Amstel Gold and he got to 15 k's to go and said, "Okay, who's my lead out man?" Yeah. You go, "Well, I am.
I'll do it myself. I'll take it from here."
Step aside, boys. This is my job. So he probably burned all his matches and that extra 20 or 30 k's.
It almost reminded me of the videos on Facebook where the Lone Ranger shoots, or the gunman shoots someone and they just basically fall off their bike. That was kind of like, what happened?
When it got out of his hands, I'm sure he was quite devastated. But he's still young, and there's still plenty of time to pick one of these things off. So Matthew van der Poel, we're still here with polling for you, and you came and crushed it on last Sunday.
Yep.
Probably not the easiest one, but considering you haven't raced for the whole cross season, I thought, if I didn't race the whole cross season and pull that one out, I'd be pretty happy.
Yeah, I think he came back. He kind of took it pretty easy to start with. He sat back a little bit and then just kind of took it and ran away with it. That was a really good race.
But he didn't race Koppenberg on Friday.
No.
So it is a bit art. All those guys did Koppenberg Cross.
He has the European World Championships this weekend, though, so it'll be
World.
European. It's like the World Series in baseball in America.
Yeah.
The European Championships. Yeah.
Yes. This and
weekend,
there's also the Pan American Championships. In Midland, just down the road.
Yep.
In Ontario, not
at the
Midland,
Speed Dome.
not Midland,
Not the Speed
WA.
Dome.
So that's cool. And then big hats off to all the gentlemen that are doing the Tour of Margaret River and ladies. Looks like the Chaotic Girls are having a good time out there. And then there's all the blow-ins, and I think one of them is Lars Boom, but I'm not 100% sure on that. So Mariana Vos has come over, the darling of the cross, Mariana Vos. Wildwater Cyclocross's own, we should say.
Favourite
is over, so she is not coming on the show. And she's heading over east for a holiday, so enjoy the holiday over there, Marianne.
We know you're watching.
We know.
She watches all the time.
No, she's not there.
Yeah, not live.
So that's Crosswatch.
Yep.
For this one, or is this season? No, this is season 1, or is this season 2 now? Haven't thought about that. We'll put a pin in it. Shameless plug time, I think.
Shameless plug.
Now, I've been listening to a podcast called Trashy Divorces and it features Alicia and Stacey.
It's not about cyclocross.
It's not about cyclocross. It's Trashy Divorces, and they're quite funny together. They go through all the bad divorces through, especially American history, and not really pull it apart, but paint the picture. And there's spider webs. Like, there's a lot of these things that they all interlink. They're quite funny. And they talk about the Tudor times. They do trashy Tudors. So, look, if you want a podcast you listen to work, if you get stuck doing stuff,
there's not enough cyclocross ones on, but
there's the Journey Powers one's pretty good, and then there is the CX Radio Talk as well, which I listen to. But this is just something a little bit different. You can learn a little bit of history. And then because as an Australian, you kind of heard some of these divorces, and then like Rudy Giuliani is pretty cool, and then there was the Alexander Hamilton one. So they got that musical that's out there, which is really clever, and then the Alexander Hamilton's affair, and how it all is a little bit more to it than just a really catchy song.
Yep. Anyway, wrapping that up.
What's your shameless plug apart from Colonial?
Colonial Small Up. The Murray Stokes Clinic. It takes balls to get a vasectomy. Thank you very much. Good snipping.
Man,
they gave me a stubby holder that had that. It takes balls to get a vasectomy.
That was vetted by the production team. I've just heard they don't approve of that.
Well, it does.
We got to lift this show above the belt, Ash.
So that's pretty much it. Thanks for the forced 2 weeks off the bike. It was nice to get some extra, sleeping time.
Yeah. Now you got to take that. I didn't have that excuse. I just couldn't be bothered getting out of bed. It's like the doona is strong in that bed. It's like this. Have you seen all those ads that are popping up on Facebook, like the weight blanket?
No.
I had that, but it was just like Han Solo carbon
very heavy,
just stuck there. But anyway.
Now it's just been madly trying to get back into fitness, to fitness.
I got yelled at today on the bike by him. I was going up this horrible hill. It wasn't really that bad. It's Kalamunda. It was quite hot. and he just and he's flying down the hill. I'm going, oh man, I wish I was going downhill rather than uphill.
I did have a moment where I'm going down Kalamunda Road going, Stewie! And I was like, hands on the bars. Let's not be stupid now. It was a little bit gusty. I do have some, 50mm profile rims on the front that do move around a little bit downhill.
And it would have been coming from the northwest for you as well.
Cyclocross. It was like, maybe 65 k's an hour, hands off the bar, down a hill, roadwork area. It was silly.
Turn it up. We'll have to check Strava just to see. I know exactly where I passed it.
81 k's an hour down there the other day.
The other day?
Number 3 on Strava.
It's number 3 on Strava. I've still got that one in St George's Terrace.
Oh yes, that one.
that king of the mountain on just got all the lights. Bang. 9 seconds. I still got it by.
I think it was a glitch. But anyway, hey, take it.
Just look at the board. It says Vandercast. Yeah, so just all these people are going to be Strava hunting me down like Marty Hurley. Not mentioning anyone's name. Shameless plug. Okay, so
results
from. We'll go through a bit of a rundown through the Super Prestige and DVV, and as I said, the Telenet UCI World Cup 1, 2, and 3.
Which one do you want to start with, Stu?
I reckon we should start with the second one because that mud fest at Waterloo, that was compared to the year before. So if you want to have a go and look at the 2018 last year.
2018.
Yeah,
I
don't know how it works, but
last
year's one, and it's pretty dry.
Yeah,
and you had that really cool duel with Ellen Noble and Mariana Voss, and Voss managed to get the chocolates. And then this year it's just mud fest.
Well, even the course preview was dry, and I looked at it and just went, "Man, this is going to be a pretty boring course. Like same course as usual, but I'm like, that's looking boring." And then it came to race day, and it was just wet and slippery and super slippery, and it was kind of
those off canvas.
Yeah, it was a battle of who could fall off the least amount. Like when you're watching these guys fall off once or twice per lap, they just bang on the limit, and it's super slippery.
Which would just be on our ass the whole way around.
Yeah. You're better off swimming through it. Sliding down them on your bum.
Just actually do a cross-country race without the bike.
Yep, just run it. Just make a paper bike so it looks like you're carrying a bike. Super muddy and slippery. Elias a bit.
He's had it on a string this year.
Yeah.
Like the first third of the season, like Ellie's just riding sensationally. Well.
Been lucky without
obviously
Wout and
been lucky with. I reckon the conspiracy theory is that Ellie was the dude that put the cross barriers around the wrong way around. No, maybe not. So it was his cousin.
Tonart's a great race between the two of them. Elizabeth took his that was his second win in a row
because he won the week before, which was at Jingle Cross up at
Iowa. And then Michael Van Turnhout was third. Always gets me that surname.
Van Turnhout. He's a good rider.
He's pretty consistent at the moment as well.
Is he bingo?
Yes.
He's changed.
Don't know.
He used to anyway. Marlux, I think last
year.
Yeah, Marlux. But I always like him. It's a tough course when Michael Van Turnhout picks the third place up.
Yeah.
It's like Kevin Powell's. Whenever Kevin Powell's on the podium, you're going, man, that was a tough course. You just have to look at the results and go, wow.
Katarina Nash took out the women's race. Standout race from Yolanda Neff.
Yes.
She came from
she was back
10th or 8th place.
She had a shit start.
I think
she was positioned badly. But a normal, you can't complain about where you're starting from when you got no UCI points. But she didn't.
Start well at all.
She just motored through.
Last couple of laps, she came through from 10th or 8th.
Her remounts have got heaps better. Well. So well done, Yolanda, in the off season. Nailed your remount.
So that was after a big mountain bike season as well. And then we had third. She did.
Yeah.
Evie Richards in third.
Evie Richards, yes, she's done all right. And we'll go back to Iowa. Another Turn and Ellie show.
Yep. Elizabeth taken out first again. Turnart second.
Soda, that's right. that was a good ride by him.
Yeah.
And then, quite a few Belgians in the top 14.
13.
All but
in
one.
the top 14. And Van der Haar was sitting in 6th to break up all the Belgians.
He's doing... I like this season. Like, he had a knee injury. He's had 2 poor seasons by his standard.
Yeah.
But he's an ex-gymnast.
Yes.
Yeah, it's bizarre. So he's a gymnast first, cross rider second. So he's just like a cat.
I've seen him backflip over actually barriers, I think.
Yeah, what was the race when Tone did the big knee slide, Britney Spears down the side of the hill? That was one of the DVDs.
Burn? No.
It was the Super Prestige. It was Boom.
Boom.
Yeah, Boom.
Yep.
Boom.
Bone.
Boom.
Like Rome. Bone.
Yes, without the E and a double O, but it's like Rome.
Cool. Boom. That was a good little. It was like a little bit rock and roll, a little bit guitar solo down at the front of the stage on his knees.
It's pretty cool.
So back to Iowa. The ladies.
We're going across the pond. Sorry, we're confusing everyone.
The ladies. Magdalena Roche had an early over the bars.
The Canadian national champ.
Yes, she had it super early over the OTB in the sand. That was
nasty.
Yes, it was. Riding fine, and all of a sudden, boom, straight over it.
And then Kat Nash.
Yep, Katarina Nash. Then she came back, picked up the win. Katarina Nash
and Clara
Hossinger.
Hossinger, the under 23 champ in Canadian under 23 champ, national champ.
Yep.
So she obviously, you can see the North American influence, which we probably should give a plug for the Pan American Championships, which is on tonight or tomorrow our time. Yeah, don't know how
it'll be tomorrow, or is it Saturday night and it's on tonight? It's on this weekend in America.
In Midland. No, it's in Canada, Ontario. Yeah, we can say that Canadian word. My favourite Canadian town, Saskatchewan. Or is it a province? Anyway, sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, and then we get back to Boom.
Yep. The next
Boom. Sorry, not
Boom. Another slippery course. That was nice, greasy mud.
That was because there was a really good dismount coming down, which is where Toon went knees. But I think it was Lawrence Sweck had it on a string because he was dismounting dirty side because he's a natural.
Because that's what he does,
and he nailed it.
It really just blows me away that most of these professionals can't
Imagine
I can
AFL
couldn't kick with the wrong foot. Even can't remount on a dirty side. I mean, dismounting is a bit different to remounting, but I can remount on a dirty. It's not pretty, but I can do it. Whereas you still see him.
Oh, what you can do is do a bodge like I do, which is dismount on the dirty side, and as you're running up, you do the flick across, and then you jump on. I don't know why these guys aren't doing it. Obviously, but there's ways around it. But he was doing a really cool dismount, and then everyone else is doing it on the wrong side because it's off camera. And they're just you need to get your rugby boots out and put SPD clips on it and have heel spikes.
Yeah, heel spikes was definitely needed. Elizabeth sat this one out. Ellie sat this one out. Tonarts
took
the first, and his teammate Quinton Hermans.
Yes, he's been riding well as well. There's another guy, and then Thomas
Pidcock, the under 23 world champion, took third.
And then also with mentioning the Arts family, Tees Arts is riding really well this year.
He had he did have a good race.
That was 2 races ago.
He had a great race at Koppenberg Cross.
Yeah, he the first 3 laps, and then it did my paint move.
Well,
but I wouldn't say 3 laps.
No. He waited for 3 laps. But you like to do it. You like to do third corner.
Third corner.
Yeah,
I'm out of here. 3 taps of the shoulder.
Ladies was a battle of who didn't fall off as many times as the other riders. Again, Elise Mary Arufi finished first. Eva Lechner.
Eva, there's another cool cyclocross name.
And then Sanakant.
The world champ herself.
Yep.
She just She's got the best poker face. Sana can't happy. Sana can't sad. Sana can't winning. But I think she's forced to lift up the flowers when she wins, just because it's probably in a contract.
Yeah.
She never looks happy, that lady.
She doesn't, but she can always pick her on a bike. She moves a lot on the bike, which is
she's a great rider.
Yeah, definitely.
But yes, just you imagine a T-shirt. Sana can't.
Sana can't smile.
Got me thinking.
We did miss the Trek Cup back in the States as well.
Oh, that was the one, the orange one. Yeah, that was the Saturday, wasn't it?
Yes.
Something like that.
Yes, it was. No, it's not in the. It's not Trek Cup's not in the States. Sorry. Yolanda Neff took out first at her home course, if you want to say so, being the Trek rider. Clara Hoskins second.
Caroline Marnie, the French lady, she's a journey lady. Does really well. She had a sponsorship ripped out of her a couple of years ago and did a bit of crowdsourcing campaign, and she's back. So I think she's the current French national champion, if I remember correctly.
I think so. Lawrence Sweck took the early lead, held it to the line, taking a long overdue win for him. Nicholas Klepp second, and I'll leave that one to you. Philippe
Prepare for a butchering.
Was third.
Philippe with an F. So it's obviously not French.
And one L and one P.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like llama.
Yes. Where are we up to?
I think World Cup burn 3.
Yep.
Well, the World Cup next year sounds a bit interesting. Has been listening to it and reading about it, because they want to, UCI's just given it to the Flanders company, the guys that do all the one-dayers in springtime, and they're trying to make it up to 17 races or something crazy like that. So it's going to kill DVV and Super Prestige, or because the UCI doesn't pay turning up money. So a lot of these pros get like 5,000 or 6,000 euros just to turn up, appearance money.
Yep.
That helps pay, probably not even that, it helps pay for the mechanic, they're getting their setup there, so their RVs and stuff, and
there's 6 bikes, 20 tyres, 20 wheels.
Yeah. So the whole sponsorship thing over there is a bit different. They get given a budgetary allocation by the team, and then they spend it for cross, whereas in road you don't get in, you get paid, but then you have to look after all the other stuff. So
gotcha.
But it'd be interesting to see where the riders go next year. We might actually get to a point where we've got 3 or 4 ladies starting at the start line at a World Cup event, which will be tragic because you're only picking up prize money as opposed to appearance money.
Yep.
So then all the DVVs and Super Prestige, they will be getting appearance money or turning up money, and it'll be interesting to see where the crowd goes as well. So not foreshadowing anything, but
interesting.
It is going to be interesting. Watch this space.
Yes.
You heard it not first, but you heard
it.
You kind of heard it from the boys at WWoCX. We've got our wee BDI new cycling, the cycling UCI
World,
whatever that. Cycling administrators, much like the cycling administrators down under, where they're trying to amalgamate everything. Really for. I won't say that word either. I was going to say nefarious, but I won't say that. Did I say that or think that? No, they're trying to unscramble an egg, put it together, and then say that there's one racing license, which is really cool. But they're charging one racing license 250 smackaroonies, which is not too bad. But as I just want to ride cross, but I can get a dirt license for 150 bucks. What they should be doing is having the licensing down low, get people to race more, maybe clip the ticket of a race, get a constant cash flow. But anyway, it's all for other people to decide. I'm just a bystander on the side, and it's easy to cast stones from our lofty chair on Wide World Across. But good luck. Look, there's a whole bunch of people coming together. Pretty much the government is handing out a carrot to give them $4.5 million to pay off a $2.5 million debt that they owe the government. But so it's a carrot and stick approach. But having cycling under one umbrella, really cool.
Good idea.
But it's more directed at high performance. We won't see shit.
Nope.
No. Anyway, we'll get off our little cyclocross bike and get back onto the cross couch, have a sip of the beer, and we'll keep moving on. So we're done.
We didn't do burn really. We just touched it.
Oh, my favourite cyclocross name in the ladies, Celine Del Carmen Alvarado. She's been riding really well.
Yeah, super well.
Is she still doing under 23s this year, or is she going to bump it up to elite?
Well, she's been doing elite, really.
Yeah, but
so
I don't know.
You mean worlds? World champion? She is racing this weekend. No, she's not. Sorry.
No, she might be, because she might be doing the under 23 championship.
She might be doing the under 23. I should have checked that, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
I don't know why.
No, not us. Our researchers.
Yes.
Our researching department is just sitting off there, shaking their heads, going,
They don't work Sundays.
Neither do we.
So this is fun. So we didn't even touch on the men. So Elizabeth took his third win for his third World Cup.
Yep, 3 from 3.
Yep. Turnhout second, and Michael Van Turnhout.
Oh, what does Michael Van Turnhout third equals? Tough course. So well done to Michael.
Yep.
And then Anne-Marie Worst, probably the best ponytail in cyclocross.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
It would annoy me, but anyway, love her.
But she's been riding well.
So she led it. She started early, took the lead, and just held it out there. Celine Del Carmen Alvarado came in second, and Anna Kay.
Anna Kay, she is so tiny.
Yeah, she is, isn't she?
She's like Jolene. There was this lady that she had some health problem, but she, Belgian cyclist, Jolene, she was like weighs about 30 kilos, wringing wet or dripping in mud.
Yeah, mud.
But Anna Kay's like that, but she's the under 23 British champion.
Yeah.
But
she's
awesome rider as well. She's one to watch.
She's had trouble getting over the barriers, hasn't she?
Let's watch the bunny hops.
Yes, it's much easier, isn't it? Where do you want to go?
A super prestige, Gavrier. So Ellie took his sixth, and we had Van der Haar came in for second, and then Lauren Sweck. He's been, as we say, he's been riding well, but he needs another. He's kind of like, it's not a hard course. It's a funny course he does really well in. Like, it's the up and down, not just that mud thing.
Yeah.
We should probably stick a pin in that mud thing and talk about Sevilla coming up, because Michael Van Turnout's around. We can do predictions.
Predictions for
later on, not now. As you can see, our editorial team put a really good run sheet. And then
ladies,
that was Yara
Castellan.
Castellan. That was a good ride by her. Azufi, and then Alvarado. But I should say Celine Del Carmen Alvarado. It's hard work. Be commentating.
It would be really hard.
I'd love to get a stream and just sit there and commentate over the top of it.
And getting just on that, great job to
GCN Racing. Ant McCrossan, I think, isn't it?
Yep.
And then one tip: can you guys get Nikki Bremer and Helen Wyman, when they're doing special commentary, get her cans and a microphone?
Don't be tight ass. She's one of them's using their iPhone headphones. It doesn't quite work.
Cans. So you can do this with these. But if we're doing replays, we'd have to put cans and a thing on, microphone. But if you're doing a split thing and bringing someone in from outside, you've actually got it because of the feedback, because you can't hear each other properly. It doesn't sync. So GCN Racing, just get Nikki some cans and
headphones.
Yeah, and good luck, Nikki, and also Helen, because they're all about 3 or 4 months pregnant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Their junior development team starting
Yes.
well, isn't it?
Yes, so we'll have some more cross kids later on.
Jeremy Power's been doing some great stuff with
Yeah, did you see him
GCN
do the
as well.
Zonhoven?
Yeah.
With Paul? Was
Yes,
it Paul?
I think it was. Yeah, I did actually watch that today. Really good. Just
Cold to Zonhoven.
show them how.
And if
to
you
do it.
haven't seen, I think we might put it up on WWoCX
Yep,
because Zonhoven's coming up in the not too distant future,
Yes.
end of November, early December, and that's the sand pit. It's just this massive arena, and they're dropping in on the sand, and they go up and down, and there's people fagging away, drinking beer. Man,
It's awesome.
awesome. Imagine if
Normandy.
Normandy was like that. Big, yeah,
We've got a couple of downs.
I think someone's there with a beer once, telling us that we're shit.
Yeah. So round one of the DVV.
Oh yes,
Trophy in
Belgium
Koppenberg
National.
Cross.
Belgium. It's always a public holiday that cross race. That's why, and they do Koppenberg.
Yep.
Made famous from other cycling races that you know as.
Such as the Tour de France, I think, has ridden it a few times. They did it this race just gone.
Yeah,
they rode it.
this
they
year.
did 2 laps around it.
And the Tour of Flanders goes up it a couple of times.
Yep.
And
Yep.
then there's always the Gap Wellen, I think.
Yeah.
I think there's a few times that, especially in spring classics, but man, it was good course.
Yep.
It's because they changed it 2 years ago, like 3 years ago. It was more up and down. This is like they've got another farm involved, and it's just last 2 years, awesome course. It just looks brutal. 17% up cobbles, and then the wind blew the some staging across, and the girls having to go. So, but yeah, that was who won that one?
Esbit.
And then Yara Castelline did,
Yeah.
and then reverse second. That was a pretty cool first and second, and even the boys, the two. Because
Esbit dropped his chain.
Dropped
his chain.
Had 23 seconds on Toon.
On Pidcock. Pidcock took the lead after Isabit dropped his chain on the penultimate lap at the climb of the Koppenberg. And then it was just on for the next lap and a bit. Well, basically the next lap, full lap. Isabit took it, gapped him, took the win. It was during the bike change.
Yes.
It was Isabit decided not to take a bike, which is a big call after dropping your chain. A pretty gutsy call. Obviously, it was changing fine.
Yeah.
But, if you've had a chain drop, you're like, well, I could get a new bike. Isabit didn't. Pidcock did get a new bike and came out, and Pidcock came out of the pit second. And then it was Isabit gapped him after that and took it. Michael van Turnhout, third.
Tough course.
Was a tough course. Well, it's a lot of climbing. And then, yes, Yara Castelline first for the ladies. Anne-Marie Wurst
was second best.
Yep, second best. And Alice Marie Azufi. And it was, a 777 podium.
That was a 777
Yeah.
777 podium.
9
so they
sevens.
should have just had, each one should just had a 7 on their top, and that would have been perfect. So well done to
Marketing.
777 Racing.
Yes, very good to see. Rundevord. Rundevord.
Anyway, sorry to all the Northern Europeans for at least we're not getting heckled by the Kiwis with our mispronunciation of all their stuff. And hello to our kia ora.
Kia ora.
To all our Kiwi friends out there.
Matthew Van der Poel. First race back.
He didn't go out, and he didn't have it his own way, but he rode smart.
Very good race.
Someone that hasn't ridden or raced smart, if that makes sense. Like, he didn't go out and just
blow him apart or
blow himself up.
Yeah, blow himself up like he may have done. Just
maybe his old man said,
race.
"Take it easy. Just get it, work your way into it,
follow a wheel,
and then blow everyone away the last 3 laps."
But he came around Sweck. Matthew Van der Poel rode the corner and the climb that no one else had done yet, and then he was just gone. It was a really good moment.
That is
skills,
because that's just someone's field.
Yeah.
It's just a farmer, and then he's got drainage underneath it so they can race it.
Yeah. This is why I want to farm up near the edge of the hills where we can just
No,
have cross?
because it's all gravel. You gotta probably go more Chittering Valley.
Yes. Yeah.
Something like that.
Anyway. If I can buy a farm somewhere, then we'll race on it regardless.
What'd you buy a farm for?
To race cross. Just a couple of fields. I was out in Herne Hill today. There looked like a lot of good paddocks out there that we could race in or that I could buy. Anyway, so Sweck finished second with that one.
I don't think we have to buy. We just go out to farm and just jingle some cash in front of it.
Yeah.
It's easier than chasing sheep.
$10. It's like 5 lambs. And then for the Coppenberg Cross, third was
I've never done that. Rudeberger. It sounds like remember the chef from Sesame Street. Put the chicken in the basket.
You know the cyclocross in the Tonarts, third.
Maybe he was
Bring it back.
Flemish.
Maybe he
I
was.
thought he was Swedish, but maybe they got that.
Not
Anyway.
Tonarts, third. I'll let you do this one, the ladies.
Celine Del Carmen Alvarado picked off her first winner for the year. First or second. Anyway, but she's been up there, always there or thereabouts. So maybe she has won one beforehand. But she was able to run up that a lot quicker than Van der Poel did. When obviously not the same race.
But she's all got, like, they were just kept commenting on her quick little feet. She's like, you could get straight up the steps instead of big steps, and that was what got her away from Sana Khan.
Sana and Katie Effin Compton. Came in for third, so well done. The current US national champion.
Yes,
Probably the Americans always have a really good national jersey top. I mean, you can't really muck up the colours, which is red, white, and blue.
No.
But then you throw some stars and stripes in there, and it's like they've always got a good Olympic uniform, and Australia is just.
It's just white with a green stripe on it.
If you're lucky, you might have a bit of green and gold. It's just, are we South Africa or is that Australia?
So that's a wrap of
the more important races of the cyclocross European season, with a smattering from our North American, not neighbours, but from Perth, you've got to go over the Indian Ocean and Atlantic Ocean to get to America. And then it's from Perth to go via Sydney. We've got to go over the Southern Ocean to the Pacific Ocean. So each way we've got to go 2 oceans to get to America.
There you go.
Fun fact.
Okay.
And it's just like it's so long to get to the States. So the whole day. Like, you leave here at 2 o'clock in the afternoon and you get there at 4 o'clock thereafter, the same afternoon.
It's tough when you're going over to the race.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Coming up tonight, let's unpin that pin that we pinned tonight.
That's right. We've got a race on tonight. We've got the European Championships at Sevilla in Italy.
Yep.
Italy. There is a video floating around of the course. So he's done a pre-ride. I don't know who the chap was.
It was one of the under-23 riders.
Yeah. And they put the GoPro on it. Man, it's a good race with Michael Van Tern.
Barely even wet. It's barely even like warmed up peanut butter. It's just gooey stuff.
And then you're going to have the start, and there's a hard right on bitumen.
Off the bitumen into the mud.
So after the under 23s, you're going to have the women. And then after the women run that, you're going to be running the men. So it's just going to be carnage, that first right-hander into the barriers. Hopefully they've got the hooks the right way around.
Yes.
Hopefully. But then he's just riding, and you hear his breath, and it's just...
I had to turn it down, watching it, because it was just like... It was like someone plunging a toilet that had been blocked. It was like... It was horrendous. Like, it's going to be a really, really tough, slow race. I think, I think it was, it looked like about 85% mud, and probably would be 95% of the lap time will be in the mud.
And then the ditches. That ditch, you're going to be riding up to it. You might as well just hoik the bike over it. There's one in particular, it's about halfway through, and it's just this ditch, and it's like this.
The ditch is super muddy. It looks like about 1 metre deep, and then the climb looks about 3 metres, like with the gradient of 90%.
I think it's even an overhang.
Yeah. I think they've actually put some little climbs.
It's just get the
and a couple of ropes
bag out and get it on there, and have to clip your belay on.
Yeah, a couple of ropes.
But if you're like third or fourth person and you fall back down, people are going to run over the top of you. And then you
won't be getting out till
they'll have to actually cross people off to make sure people finish the race. So they'd go back to that ditch and find them. It's like the trench warfare back in Flanders, back in in World War One. Just there'll be mud and
it's going to be a good race. I'm going to go with
so just try and pick one. We'll go try and pick. Don't pick the places, but pick the top three for the men. I'd probably
for the men. You go.
I reckon Van der Poel's going to do all right. But at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised because it's a fairly hard course if he blows up. He's a bit, and then tough man, tough course. Michael van Turnhout should be there or thereabouts.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Mathieu van der Poel. I think he's just got power. It's a power course, and I think he's going to take it. Elizabeth, I think, has been riding really well. He didn't do quite so well last week, but I think he might have.
But that was because of Koppenberg.
Yeah.
If I was going to say,
there was another race that. Yeah, no, he didn't do that well at Rundeberg.
Yeah, but that was 2 days after Koppenberg. So that's a Friday, Sunday turnaround.
But he just didn't seem to ride that well. But I think he'll do really well. A nice and light rider in the mud.
Yes.
I don't know. I don't know who else is. I'm going to go with Pidcock. I think Pidcock's going to come through as well.
Quentin Hermans is another guy.
I just looked at that
Corin
as well.
Van Kessel, Lars Sweat. Look, you just want it to be close. And then the ladies?
I'm going to go with Sana Khan. I think she's kind of starting to lift up. You know, she starts slow in the season, but I think she would be kind of probably focused on that.
It is for Jersey.
Yeah, she's worked. You know, she's focused on this, I think.
And Anna Marie West still is the current Jersey holder.
Yes.
So she might do all right. And then Azufi, who is the not Azufi, Yara Castellan, she's not in there.
No. I don't know. It'll be tough to see anyway.
It'd be a good race.
I couldn't find anywhere that was showing it. So if you know where it's being broadcast,
find it. You go up Cycling Fans and look it up. I know that way. You might have to VPN it.
Never works for me.
But we'll keep our eye out and see if we can.
But if anyone watching,
our learned
like Greg, you know where it is.
Got one watch.
Yeah, but just let us know. That'd be good.
Yes.
But that's not the most important race coming up.
No.
Stu?
So we've got the Graham Brown Gravel Cross coming up on the 16th.
Next weekend.
This next Saturday.
So
we're going to be doing a bit different this year. We've got a 1,600 metre ride, 2 laps around the Gloucester Park trotting track on the gravel there. And then we've also got another one which is just a hot lap, so just an all-out sprint. And then we do a 30-minute and a 40-minute.
Isn't it?
Elbows. It's going to be good.
It's going to be a big night of racing, really.
So we're going to have, obviously, Graham Brown, dual Olympic gold medalist. And we will be also apparently having Lars Boom pop in for a bit of a clinic. So he's world champion. There's an under-23 world champ.
Yeah, he's a road champion. Under-20, he was a road champion, time trial champion. National CX champion 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012. Dutch champion. Winner of a couple of stages, Vuelta and the Tour de France.
So he's going to be putting on a bit of a clinic. So
he's got a bit of pedigree.
If you want to do a cyclocross clinic with Lars, we've got, so it's just buy a case of wine. So that's about $180.
Yeah.
And $15 a pop, and then you get to meet Lars, do some social media with him probably, sign you inside your forearm or something like that.
Wherever. I mean, $180 is a good case of wine. So work out, you either get some wine, or you get a great clinic with a god of cyclocross.
A demigod.
Yeah. You know, I'm going to fanboy the crap out of it. I'm just going to squeal like a little bitch.
Squeal like a kid. Squeal.
And I can't wait. I'm really looking forward to seeing what sort of stuff he's got, and it's going to be amazing.
It's going to be a good night out. Anyway, so
enter races.
And we're only about 40 odd riders. We need about 80 just to kind of break even.
Yeah.
So I know to remote everyone's numbers. Go to remote, focus. So
warm up.
It's a fun night for WA cycling. If you like riding bikes, you can ride any bike in any race. Just pay the cash and turn up. You can also, I'd like everyone to enter beforehand because it just makes admin easier. If you got your mates, tell them to come down and help you. The whole place is licensed, so you can go in, grab jugs of beer, go down to the inner field, pour them out, give people hand ups.
Oh, there was jug hand ups last year.
Yeah, just my PB last year was 6 hand ups 1 lap, which I don't recommend. So I'll be limiting myself to 2, self-imposed.
Yep. Enter all races as well, all categories. Because if
there is a little bit of cash up for grabs as well.
If you're just going to enter the main race, you're probably going to be starting at the back of the field. Just saying, there's no advantage to just entering one race. Get out there. It's cross. When's the next cross race in WA?
It all. Not until
a long bloody way
not
away.
until April.
Yeah. So get in and do all the races because get value for money.
Good fun times. And I'm trying to ensure that we might even be able to do the ladies' race at Tabor, which is round 4 of the World Cup, because that's on the Saturday night as well. So they've got 3 massive big screens. So we're going to try and see if I can wangle my way into technologically overriding everything and put the World Cup for the ladies on that night. So
that'd be cool.
So you can drink beer, a whole bunch of people that love cycling, watch the women's race, and then we've got races beforehand and a clinic with laughs.
What's not to love about that?
So it's all happening here at WWoCX, which is the number of Flanders.
Brilliant. I think that's that's going to be amazing. We even go through? We did go through the.
And then we've got races coming up.
Yep.
So we went, that's last time. So we have got some really cool places to race. So as we said earlier, we've got the Pan American Championships in Midland, Ontario. No, we won't be racing there. We've got Seville, and then we've got the really cool one, Jamarket Cross, which is in Nile in Belgium. That's the 11th, which
is Monday.
Yeah. I've been there. It's a cool course to watch that. I saw Jeremy Powers there and heckled him. He rode pretty well that day.
What'd you say to him?
There's I said, go Jeremy.
Heckler from way back, like crazy heckles.
Yeah,
mad heckles.
Yeah, just all over. Like I think got Supercross day 1 in New York in a place called Suffering. So that looks pretty cool. And then you got Kansai Cyclocross coming up in Shiga Prefecture, Takashimi City on the 17th.
Going to Japan soon?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. And then they've got Flandern Cross coming up on the Sunday, the 17th. And that's that one. I think that's all of the good ones coming up. We've done the Japanese one. And then you've got some little dodgy ones as well in Belgium. Move the day. So we've got, Saturday the 16th of November is Boot Me Beek. And then Litterveld and Dippenbeek. That looks pretty cool. Jamarket Cross, we've done that one. Yeah, Tabor, which is on the 16th as well, which we just talked about. So that's another one.
Flandern Cross.
Zogdag, and then Benux. So there's cross races everywhere. So take your bike when you travel, email the promoters, and race cross around the world.
24th November, Coxside.
And wins?
Always good. Always good.
And then they got Zonhoven, 8th of December.
Mark that in your diaries.
Put a pin in that one. Pseudo Classic,
yeah.
ECI, Zolder, oh man. there's a whole bunch of races coming up.
How much do we love cross season in Europe? That's awesome. The hard thing. Like that's what makes the doona even heavier is when you stay up and watch cross on a Friday night, and then a Saturday night,
and then a Sunday night,
and then you have to go back and watch the races that you fell asleep during. But I think I got to start standing up watching cross. I think, but
yeah, I worked out a Chromecast onto my TV from my iPad. That was pretty cool. Like big screen.
Did you get the kids to do it, or did you do it yourself?
No, I did it myself. They're all spewing. They're going, "Who taught Dad how to do this? We can't watch TV anymore. That's Cyclocross on it." It's like Red and Weak kids.
I'm actually thinking of a TV in the shed.
Yeah.
Then we can have cross parties.
Not those kind of parties.
Not cross parties. Watch parties.
Watch party, exactly.
Yes.
So we will probably adjourn.
But not as long this time, for sure.
I think we've had our mid-season break or beginning of season break.
Yeah,
so
like
Van der Poel starts racing, we start talking. That's a good way of doing it.
We don't like it. It's not because of that. It's
just the way it happened. It's like I can't wait till the kids' school's finished. Man, it's like because one of our sons, my son, my only son, he's going to senior school next year. So they got
big boy now.
Anyway,
it's just the same school, but anyway,
it is.
There's no real difference.
I don't think there's anyone from that school actually watching. We could probably come back definitely before Zonhoven.
Yeah.
And then got the Zilvermere cross coming up. I've raced there. That's a cool course.
Dropping them.
Zilvermere. That was like 800 meters of running in sand.
So you're loving it.
Oh man.
That was when you were back a runner. You were a runner.
My PB for temperature. The lowest temperature I've ever raced in was at Zilvermere. It was like 0 degrees. It's just at 10 o'clock in the morning. And good luck to Vanessa Johnson, who is going to be racing, current national champion in the plus 50 to 54, I think. She is heading to Zilvermere to compete in the World Champs. So from all of us at WWoCX and WWoCX, Mrs. Johnson and Dr. Johnson's going over there to be the pit bitch.
Did she take 2 bikes?
No.
Oh.
No.
One other plug we must give is
Eloise. Eloise had a bit of a nasty fall, and that was about 6 weeks, 3 months ago.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
And at Grain Barrel and Gravel Cross, we will put the tin out for Eloise, I think.
Great idea.
So if you, instead of buying 7 jugs, just buy 6 and put that $15 in the tin for Eloise, just so then she can get home. And they're going to do some modifications at home to make it easier for Eloise. And
it's like had a mate that's gone through it. It takes a lot to get a house ready to have someone that needs a lot more care. So there's lots of they need a lot of fun. So GoFundMe page for Eloise. We'll throw that up as well.
We'll post it.
Big love to the family. So little chickie needs a bit
unfortunate
of love
incident, but
money.
we will. I think she picked off the under 15. Was it under 17 Cyclocross state champs? I think, from memory.
Open. She was on a mountain bike.
Yeah, open.
But
she did get a medal.
So
healing vibes to her and
and the family.
And love to the family. So we'll shake the tin. So be generous at the Grain Brown Gravel Cross.
Yep.
And then we will put that GoFundMe page as well up there. So we'll do a little bit to help her out.
Yep. I'll pop it in the comments of this video.
Yeah, I've got to flip it,
rotate it, edit it, get the post-production team onto it.
Man, they're all over this.
Anyway,
so this is
that's
live. So we're really bad at signing off. So we will say.
I don't like long goodbyes, but it's always.
So it's good afternoon from me,
and from me, Ashley Williams, Stuart Van der Karsten.
Yes, thank you for watching.
Yes.
So we'll be back before Zonhoven. Good luck to all you cyclocrossers around the world.
Yep.
Race hard. European Championships tonight. Pan American Championships.
We may even try and get a little bit of time with Lars. Just saying, a little bit of video time. We'll see how we go.
What we'll do is we will sit there and have Lars in the background and we'll just take a photo.
Yeah.
We're kind of there.
All right, let's shut it down. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you again very soon.
Yes. Go Cross.
See you.